Hey man, thank you guys for watching the content, watching all of the interviews. Make sure you like, subscribe, and also leave a comment, man. Vibing with Veto. Just take 1 second out your day and leave a comment, like, or subscribe. Let's get back to the interview. Okay, we live in the crib, Vibing with Veto. Make sure you like, subscribe, and comment on the YouTube at Vibing with Veto. Also follow us on the Instagram at Vibing with Veto. You already know the slogan. We vibrating higher. And today I got my dog in the building. I don't even know if I need to introduce you, bro, because you be working so motherfucking hard.
Yeah,
bro. You feel what I'm saying? Introduce yourself to the people.
Man, DJ Walt Chamberlin in the building, man. Shout out Veto. This motherfucking long overdue, so we gonna goddamn get this motherfucker right, baby.
I ain't gonna lie. This shit was like, bro, we supposed to do this shit like months ago, but it's like we work. We working.
You know what I mean? That's we doing the right thing because we working, and now when our schedules is available too, we make it happen.
Facts. So let's I don't know, man. Where do we start, bro? Like, you know what I mean? Like you are everywhere in Atlanta.
I try to be, man. Work hard, you play hard.
Yeah, facts. Coalition DJs and stuff like that.
So big shout out Coalition. Every Monday, you know, we do the new music Mondays. You know, I be at Strokers all the time, pinups. Big shout out to Nosh out there on Edgewood. I'm working out there a lot. Do a lot of shit on the South Side. Still DJing with Money Man as well too. So making it make sense.
That's
man.
dope. That's dope. So let's take it back, man. To the beginning of the journey, man.
Okay.
How did you become a DJ? What made you say, look, man, I want to be all over the place in Atlanta. I want to be that guy in Atlanta.
Okay.
You know what I mean? How did this whole thing like take place?
So I would always say, like, I always had love for music, like, just in general. And honestly, like, before I was DJing back in high school and shit like that, make the mixtapes and CDs and stuff like that off LimeWire, BearShare, Kazaa, all that type stuff. So I always been technically a DJ in my own head. Man, I never forget, it was probably like 2014, 2013. One of my oldest friends, actually he is my oldest friend, he's been DJing. Their family do it. They're from Jamaica, and he actually knew the skills. And he did it a little while as well too, but he got a lot into school. So man, one day I just really asked him, bro, like, teach me how to use the board, like teach me how to use turntables and or controller. And man, I started in, and man, a lot of nights just got down practicing at the house, annoying a roommate if I had one at the time, and then just working at all these clubs, man. So it all just started, like I say, probably about like 2014, 2013. Damn. I really just said to myself, like, look, I want to officially go in and do this, and shit, it's been a beautiful journey since then.
That's dope, man. It's just crazy because, like, bro, like, I think we met at New Music Monday.
Facts.
And I think that same day, I don't know if I came to the club that same week after I met you.
I think so. Yep.
Yeah, and that's how we that's how we started like just building and stuff like that. That shit is dope, bro. Like you I think you were at Club Rain one time too as well.
Big shout out to Rain here.
Came up there, came and rocked with you there. Strokers too as well. And bro, like ever since then we've been locked in, man.
Man, yeah, I've been really that's one of my favorite things as well too. Just locking in with people in, like you said, just taking over Atlanta or being all around Atlanta. Like I know a lot of genuine people, man. I in 2012 actually is when I started, I guess, the music industry working for me. I used to intern with Ryan Cameron at V103.
Dope.
I interned at Streets 94.5. I've interned at a online radio station. So I always been out and just met so many dope people in the city, whether you from here or you not from here, and shit. It's so much talent, and I get that the bag is a whole nother thing when it comes to this major music industry. But shit, as long as the talent good, shit, I'm there to play music. Like, I ain't there to goddamn make no business deal with somebody to make sure that Future get paid 1,000 times. I'm gonna make it make sense, but I'm gonna play what I think is hard. So
that's hard.
Anybody that's hard, I fuck with.
Like, okay, and so let's before we get into like the big questions and all this stuff like that, I wanna stay right there. Like, why do you feel like it's kind of like politics with that? Like, you know what I mean? Where it's like the major artists are like, hey man, you got to play all our shits. Because when I go to certain clubs, it seems like I don't hear a lot of indie artists all the time. You know what I mean? Why do you feel like it's a lot of politics when it comes down to that? Or are the indie artists not doing their part to come and see y'all?
I wouldn't say that, because there's a lot of indie artists definitely doing work. I would say honestly with DJing, why it's not being played in the clubs on that level. A lot of these DJs do, you know, have affiliates with radio stations, affiliates with just other people and things. And a lot of people, DJs, are scared to honestly play independent artist music, because I think a lot of people just go with what a hit is, what's told them is what a hit. This song is the number one on the thing, versus them genuinely listening to whatever music it may be and understanding that, oh, this shit sound good. So I think that's more what it is. Like, it's a lot of DJs don't get real creative and just actually giving the music a listen, giving the art a listen. So I think that's what it more is. Is it political? Like I said, with the radio shit, I think politics does play a little bit of game in it, but I think it's more of DJs really just not trying to step out. Because again, I do get the thing all the time. I play 1,000 independent artists. If somebody doesn't know who it is, people like, oh, who is that? Da da this and da 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 that. And then I get a lot of people that come and be like, oh shit, who is that? Like, let me Shazam it. Let me download it. I get that all the time. So it's just the ups and downs of it. And what I may enjoy as an art, somebody else may not enjoy. So, but one thing that everybody enjoy is typically is a Jeezy song or a Future song that we done heard 1,000 times. So I think it's more play into that versus actual politics.
Dope. And you said when they're affiliated with the radio, like, so is that like contracted to where it's like you can't play certain music?
No, I just think that if you're affiliated with the radio, you already have, like, they have certain songs that they have to play, like on their radio sets, because that's money, that's whatever the business side with the radio is. So they're so accustomed to automatically always playing that, where their ear might not be as in tune to the streets or just more organic. And then a lot of them, if you at the radio, yeah, that's a little more where Future or Lil Baby or one of their managers is coming to you and be like, hey, look, we're going to take care of you. You at V103, you at Streets, you at Power 105 in New York, wherever the case may be. I take care, play that Future, play the new Future 1,000 times, play the new whatever, and they take care of you. So I think that's what more that go.
Damn. Wow. So okay. So is like payola like pay to play thing still a thing? Like, you know what I mean? Or is that is that against like code or like what? Like,
I ain't gonna lie. Like, I mean, money gonna always talk. This is a music business. So again, yes, it goes on all the time, but honestly, it still has to sound good, because you can pay me $10,000 and say, Walt, turn this track up, and if the track don't sound good, it's only gonna be so much that I can do. I can play it 1,000 times, I can turn you up, I can send it to a couple people, because you done sent me 10,000 and I send them a couple of 100,000, whatever the case may be. And if the music don't sound good, it don't sound good. It's not gonna hit. But a pay to play is just always, we live in, and we African American, you feel what I'm saying? So that shit just gonna happen with us. We don't do business correctly all the time, so it's always gonna be a lot of pay for play out there.
Yeah, facts. It's crazy, because it's like me sitting here, like, I get to learn so much about like the ins and outs of the entertainment industry, and like that's one thing that, like, when I have DJs come, everybody has their own like way of like explaining that, and like, you know what I mean, and a lot of times like independent artists don't know about that. Like, you should always want to take care of the DJ though. Like, I mean, I feel like whether that's indirectly, hey, let me buy you a drink, when you know, like, a lot of times people come and just think they have a sense of entitlement, like, you gotta play my shit, I'm the hardest nigga that, like, bro, everybody says that to you. Everybody comes to the club and says they're the hardest artist, whatever. They should always want to take care of the DJ. I mean, it's a good business. Again, if I ain't never done just business with you, period, in any type of realm, and you just automatically want something, you want me to do something for you, and it's like, well, shit, you ain't did nothing for me. Again, bought me a drink, rolled a blunt, fucking said, here's $25, whatever the case may be. So I think that's it. I think it's more of we don't understand how to do good business with each other all the time. So people just think, like you said, it's a lot of entitlement. Oh, because my shit playing in Houston 35 times at this one club, now when you come to Atlanta, you want to be like, man, I got the hottest shit. Or even in Atlanta, like you said, you hear it 1,000 times. But I love the confidence in people though when they do it. Because shit, I ain't Jazzy Jeff, but I feel like I'm the best DJ in the world too. And I might not go into a club and be like, hey man, I'm the best DJ in the world, I don't see why you not hiring me right now or whatever. But I try to exude that certain type of confidence when I step in a room, especially when I step behind them boards. Like, put me against anybody, you're gonna have to bring Jazzy Jeff in there, because I'm gonna be the best. So I get it, man. It's just crazy, man. What do you feel like artists nowadays need to go to the next level? Because it may, like you said, it may not be about the money all the time. It may not be always just the record. You can have the record but not have like that it factor. So what does the it factor look like to you? How do artists nowadays in 2024, what are some things that they need to do to like become a superstar?
Okay, that's a great question. I would say build your community. Like, I think people take fans and stuff like that for granted. Like, again, you know, I DJ for Money Man, and just traveling nationwide and seeing like, man, you might not, he don't got no major song on the radio right now, but he puts out music consistently and he's constantly growing his fan base. So like, if, for example, a T Hood, when T Hood puts on an event or something like that, the fact of when you see how many people he genuinely know his music, gravitate to him, literally pull up his event, your community is the people that's gonna feed your pocket. Because again, yes, a bag, that's clearly the main thing. Like, we all, even that's a record deal, that's a bank loan, whatever the case may be, you got to get, the goal is to get the bag from somebody to fund what you need to do. But in the meantime, man, once you build in your community or your fan base of people who enjoy your music, it means something. Like, think about it. If you was going to any independent artist, you just randomly was somewhere and you seen this one dude and he literally had maybe 1,000 people. Let's not even say 1,000. Let's say 500 people. And they all was jamming to him. You'll be like, bro, who the fuck is this? Like, goddamn, it'll make you pay attention. So I think that's why I enjoy like the artists who constantly put out music. Again, everything don't got to be a #1 hit. Like, it's a lot of Jeezy songs that I like that I would never play in the club, but I enjoy the Jeezy music at the same time. So I think that's what artists should kind of go towards is like, build your community up, bro. Again, followers is cool, but you need real people who gonna literally like support you in whatever way, from a podcast to if you did a live podcast to when you drop in the music to when you have your shows and shit like that. Those people, because again, that's who gonna pay for, that's what your goal is as well too. You want people to listen and buy your shit, so build them. I think that's build them up.
Hey, that's a gem right there. Build your community.
Facts.
That's a gem. Hey, man, let's shift gears, man. I got $1 million question for you, man.
Okay.
Everybody that sits on this couch comes to vibe with Veto, man. I asked them this, man. How big would you dream if you knew you couldn't fail?
You know what? That's a great question. I because I've checked it out, I've heard that as well too. I don't want to be like, I don't have to be Jeff Bezos rich. Like, as long as that I could be happy, like that's all. I don't want to, and me and my people happy. Again, of course, I would want to end cancer, and that's how big my dream. If I couldn't fail at all, hell, I'm ending cancer. I'm bringing world peace together. But in actuality, like, you know, I just want to be a great human being and the people that I'm around. So as long as my people and the people that I care about is happy, that's how big I would dream, man. If I couldn't fail, to just make sure that the people around me happy. Because at the end of the day, when we all dead in the dirt, only thing you're gonna be remembered by is your memories and the things that you did with people. So all the money, it's all cool because we got to get it in while we're on this earth. But shit, just as long as my people is happy, I don't care what the fuck. As long as we all happy.
That's a great ass answer, bro. I ain't gonna lie. Like, every time like somebody steps in and comes vibe with me, everybody got different shit. Everybody says different things, and I don't think anybody said like ending cancer, bro, or like world peace.
Man,
you know what I'm saying?
If you could dream big, I mean, again, that's, you know, we've all lost people to many sickness, diseases, illness, gunfire, and something like, you know, cancer is something. It's just one of those things where it affects so many people, so many different ways, from people who beat cancer and what they have to go through, the chemo, to it coming back. Like, hell yeah, I end that shit. Fuck cancer.
Damn. You said one thing too. You said world peace, man. Do you ever think that the world can come together and like?
Nah, I don't think.
Why you say that?
I don't think this. Well, greed will always. We humans, so we always gonna want to get to the top. In my opinion, just human nature. So greed will always exist. Those old powers is always gonna be there. Now, can black? I hate to go to a race thing, but can black people come together again? I damn sure hope we could. And I feel like that's the difference between our community and other communities, from Asian, Dominican, Hispanics, fucking, Jewish people or whatever, we just don't come together. So I feel like if we came together, there'll be a lot of peace within our communities and ourselves. But as in the whole world, that shit gonna forever. It's gonna be a war always going on somewhere.
What are the steps that you think we need to take to come together, like as black people? Because I feel like, bro, we've tried it a couple of times, but it always is just like some internet shit. Like you know what I mean? It'll be a tweet, and I mean, I know y'all probably gonna get mad at this, but I'm just speaking the truth. No. It'll be like internet things where we'll basically protest some stuff for like a week or two, and it'll just fade away. Like, what do you feel like we need to do in order to?
I think if it's something that needs to be done, it's going to have to not be done on the internet. It has to be literally a face-to-face conversation, you trusting in people, and we build something that's not viral, that a lot of people don't know. We stay in the background, but we constantly building, and we're constantly adding more and more people until it's undeniable of just this big thing that has spawned out of nowhere. I think if you go through the social media and you go through that aspect, and you get too many people to know about it, even the government, like it's been shown from the Panthers, to the millions of other things, that they're going to try to infiltrate it and going to try to take it over with our people. So I feel like if it's something that we did just in the background, kept it out the social media, kept it out the news, but genuinely just kept bringing more and more valuable people in who can spread whatever word we're trying to spread, I think that'll be the best way that we can do it.
Do you feel like, and not to get super deep and shit
like
Gucci.
That,
do you feel like there's a society of people that basically run this whole shit? Do you feel like
as in the world, or like the music game,
the world, bro,
because
besides what we see, like the government and stuff like that, your governors, your presidents and stuff like that, do you feel like there's more powerful people on top of those guys that's making those guys?
Ain't no question. That's the only way to make this thing go around. That's how you have governments. Again, something that I forget that a lot of people don't know. Literally, just $100 bill on the wall right there. The U.S. dollar is not owned by the government. Like, it's owned by the Federal Reserve, which is a family or families of that people that own the banking system. So there are people that are a lot higher because, again, if the dollar is all that matters in a capitalist society, it got to be bigger people than just the government, because the government don't have all the money. Because if they did, streets would be paved with gold. We'd have all this shit the millions and billionaires got. So, yeah, it's people who run it. Like I said, that's why we got to build our own shit. We got to have our own communities aside, because they always going to have their shit. The Soviet Union and Russia, they always got deep people all over the shit. So,
damn.
Yeah, in my opinion, it's definitely people up there at the top making a lot of these choices. Even media. You see thousands of clips where literally the same newscaster from New York to Atlanta to Chicago to Florida is literally repeating the same exact thing, because they just literally read a teleprompter that somebody told them to put up. I mean, somebody told them to read and say out loud.
Damn. So do you think? Damn. Bruh, I hate to even ask this shit, but do you even feel like we're free, bro? Like, do you feel like we're free? Like, do we have any type of control? And I hope this episode doesn't get taken down because we talking about all this type of shit.
I hope not either. Because I'm definitely enjoying this. But are we free? Yes, we are free. I think everybody is free mentally, because you have the ability to, again, if you wanted to get up and leave and go to China, well, maybe not China, because certain countries have certain whatever, but if you have the ability to want to go somewhere that is available, you can go get your ass up and goddamn go there. Now again, everything will be governed differently, so what you're able to do is not always free, but your mind is free. Like, you have the ability to literally be whoever you want. If you want to be a bum, if you don't want to do nothing, you're going to be a bum. Like, if you want to work hard and be the best DJ, you're going to be the best DJ. If you want to open a lawn care service, you got to do that shit. Like, some people are blessed to have, what is it? When money is passed down from families.
Yeah,
whatever.
Generational wealth.
Yeah, some people are blessed that, but majority of people aren't. So shit, if you going to do it, you going to do it.
Damn.
So that I think allows the ability for everybody to be free.
Damn. I always ask this question too to like individuals that I see in passing, just in life and stuff like that. Like, what would Hold on, before we start, is that trunks on your arm, nigga?
Oh yeah, oh hell yeah.
That's hard as fuck.
Yeah, this the regular version and then the Super Saiyan version.
Oh shit, that's hard. That's
shout
hard.
Out my boy Cali got me right on there.
That's hard. And let me see that Super Saiyan. Okay, that's hard. All right, my bad. Shit, I saw that shit. I'm like, nigga, that's Dragon Ball Z, nigga.
Fucking right.
Damn. So, what will make you feel totally fulfilled in life? Do you feel like you're doing God's work with what you do?
Hell yeah. Cause again, if you watch the Olympics is going on. Oh, hell yeah. If you watch the Olympics that's going on, like when Steph Curry screamed after he made that big three, it's a lot of times in the DJ booth, when I'm jamming and everybody's having a good time, we having money, but sometimes I just let out a scream and just be thank you, God. I know that I'm doing one of the things that God was sent me here to do. So I'm damn sure feel like I'm always doing God's work. Everybody can have that ability. Again, if you want to, I literally made a lot of sacrifices. A lot of sleepless nights, a lot of trying to figure out, a lot of people telling me to do one thing, but knowing in my heart that I wanted to do this. So hell yeah, I'm doing God's work. I appreciate it, God, too.
That's dope. That's dope. What will make you totally fulfilled, in this world? I know because we missed that question too.
What would make me totally fulfilled? I'm big on people, bro. So is it totally fulfilled, bro? If my the 50 closest people to me, as long as they happy and their kids is happy, and we can, again, that's happiness is a mindset as well too, because every day not gonna be sunshine and roses, but as long as you living the best life, the 50 people, the closest 50 people around me, if they live in their best life, then that gives me happiness. Thanks. And that again, they happiness they might need. Because of their kids, they might need a 4 and 5 bedroom house with a big ass yard. My happiness might be, hey, I love my 2 bedroom apartment and it's just me by myself. Whatever your form of happiness is, as long as the closest 50 people around me are to as close as happy as they can get, we good. I'm happy.
Do you feel like the quote "money can't buy happiness" is some cap shit?
Money can't buy happiness.
Do you feel like that's a cap quote? Man, cause okay, I have my own kind of idea of this, and you know what I mean? When I do for others, you feel what I'm saying? In a form of monetary, you know what I mean? I can literally see the enjoyment on their face, right. In the appreciation, you know what I mean? And things that I don't do that aren't monetary. Not saying that everybody's just right. whatever. The things that I don't do monetary and stuff like that, sometimes I don't get the same reaction than when I let me take a bill off your hand, or Facts. let me I seen these shoes that you always wanted today and I bought those for you, what I mean, I'm gifting you something. So back to my question, do you feel like the quote and the saying "money can't buy happiness"? Do you feel like that's a true quote, or do you feel like again that's cap?
Okay, I'm glad you broke it down like that. I think yes, money can buy happiness, because also again, everybody works hard or has to do something. We all got bills. We all want shoes, or we all want to feel comfortable in whatever our comfortability in life. And a lot of times, that comfortability is knowing, hey man, shit, this bill ain't got to get paid, or goddamn, I've been needing a new pair of shoes. So I think that it can always buy happiness. Will it bring you peace all the time? Because if you an asshole broke, you're gonna be an asshole rich. So you might be happy, but you may not be at peace. From what I hear, again, I know a few celebrities, but from what I hear, even the ones that, especially in this music industry, because it has a lot of demonicness to it, a lot of them people got money but ain't at peace at all. They live a crazy life. They drugging themselves up every day, just to get by. Now they might got the money, so again, yeah, they can go on a trip to Puerto Rico just because, you feel what I'm saying, they promoting their album, or they just finished promoting their album and they got a little bit of bag, yeah, but they still not peace there. They had, like I said, drugging up, doing who knows what. Again, everybody got a situation, but beating on women or whatever the case may be. So if you're not at peace, you can be happy, but I don't think that money can bring you peace.
So what can bring you peace? If that can't bring you peace, what can bring you peace? Because like, and again, like, let me gather my thoughts. I feel like in life, I feel like I'm happy, right? I feel like I walk around, I wake up every day, like I feel like I'm like, damn, I'm appreciative. Thank you, God. You know what I mean? Thank you for for my heartbeat. Thank you for like all of my ligaments. You know what I mean? I can walk, I can see, I can smell, I can hear. Thank you, God, for all of that. But it's like, bro, when you got money in your pocket, when you up and you feel good, it's a like, bro, it's a feeling that you can't even like, you can't describe, nigga. Like when you got $10,000, a 20, even a 5, bro, and it's a free 5 that you don't have to spend on bills or nothing, just on you and your people. You feel good, nigga. So like, I'm just like, bro, like, what can bring you complete peace that's not monetary, that's not, you know what I mean, that's not just some clothes, some shoes, you know what I mean, a fresh cut. What can bring you peace besides that?
I mean, I think that's why like mental health is a lot, because again, certain things that make me happy, like for like you said, you wake up and you said, you know, you're thankful for your limbs. I think about it, you know, I've been in strokers for years. There's this one dude in particular, right? I remember him when I first, because I started valeting there in 2015. I remember when I first started working there, he would pull up all the time or whatever. Kind of annoying, but, you know, just whatever. Like, I just see him often. I don't know when exactly or what exactly happened, but he's been in a wheelchair, I know, at least for the past 5 years that I've known him. I don't remember what happened, but maybe he got shot or something like that. But shit, like, literally having your legs, boy, okay.
Thanks.
Like, I this is some deep shit, right? So I can't see for shit, right? If I don't have contacts or glasses on, my people who love me know me, they know I can't see. One day, I literally couldn't find one of my contacts fell out. I didn't have and I couldn't find my glasses. Literally, I sat there and damn near cried because I'm like, bruh, like I can't see. Like you
like,
take
like,
little,
like you can't see.
I can see, like, but it literally, I couldn't. You got UFC on your shirt, UFC I couldn't read that. Like I'm horrible.
So you nearsighted?
I'm both sided.
Okay, damn.
It's a joke, but I literally, my sight is horrible. So like, I thank God for that sometimes. And like I said, that's a mental thing where even some days where I might not have the most money, I got to be like, you know what, Walt? You can see, you can figure this shit out tomorrow. You got legs, you can still taste things, you can smell. Like a lot of people don't have those abilities. And I mean, again, and some people not here with us. I got a lot of people that's in jail. Like shit, the life that I live, the hours and shit like that. A lot of people don't have the ability to do that just because they sick. Like again, and there's a lot of people who are alive, but like they have some type of sickness, illness, or disease. I'm blessed that I don't have one. Like, so I genuinely like look at life every day, even on the days when I'm down and to my last dollar. And I ain't got nothing but a credit card to goddamn swiping that motherfucker. Or even the credit card might be done ran up. I'm like, you know what? I got these 10 hands. I got an amazing brain. I got 2 feet. And figure that shit out tomorrow. Go to sleep. Yeah, it's gonna suck. Whatever. We figure that shit out tomorrow. So again, I think to bring you peace, it just got to be a mental thing. It got to be mental. It got to be self. Nothing on the outside world is going to be able to give you the confidence every day to bring yourself peace other than you.
I want to apologize to God right now because like literally like real talk, because like I was saying that with like conviction and like, you know what I mean? I was saying that just like money was, it kind of took over me right quick. But real shit. A couple of weeks ago, right? I had a health scare to where like I was using the restroom and it was, not to be graphic and stuff, it was a lot of blood, like, bro. Man. And this was for the past, like, it was like 2 months straight. And I was praying because I thought I had cancer, bro. Like I was praying. And I was going to the doctor. They wasn't telling me shit. They wasn't, you know what I mean? They wasn't like basically telling me nothing, bro.
Do,
you know what I mean? Like, so for the life of me, I couldn't figure out what this shit was. And it was like, bro, it was weighing me down mentally. And I prayed my way up out of that. And they diagnosed me with UC. It's a colitis. It's like it's a irritable bowels in a sense. I had I had stomach ulcers and like hemorrhoids type thing. And that's why. And I don't even know where it came from because I don't eat bad. I eat clean, bro. I don't even eat red meat, so it could be stress. And and stress can come in different forms. Like my stress may be because I work fucking hard and like I have a
you always got
workload
that want to keep going more and so much to do.
And just other things, you know what I mean? So I do want to apologize to God because when I was talking just now, I was making it seem like money was greater than
I mean,
God.
I'm not
Nah, you made me think. You made me think though. Like you made me think though when you saying that. Like, cause I know you said you're not. You're not religious.
I'm not religious. I'm more spiritual.
I just tapped back in with my religious side. You know what I mean? Because I strayed away from God, dog. I ain't gonna lie. Like for years, I just, it was a lot of things that was happening in my life. Like, you know what I mean? From like my best friend getting murdered, and all my friends just going to prison, and just things happening to me, like, random breakups and, friends betraying me and shit like that. I kind of strayed away from God because I'm like, bro, I'm one of your reliable soldiers, bro. Like I don't do shit. I don't purposely walk out my house every day and be like, man, I'm finna go rob this nigga or I'm finna go steal something. Like I got morals, man. And I felt like, damn, bro, like I was mad at God. Like, damn, dog, like you giving me, and I don't want to say this, but I'm gonna say you giving me your ass to kiss, like in a sense. And I'm sorry, but you giving me your ass to kiss, and I'm the one that's doing what I'm living by you. You feel what I'm saying? So like I kind of just, I had to tap back into it. So I went on YouTube, right? And I don't really talk about this all the time, but I went on YouTube and I was like, bro, I want to learn about each religion. You know what I mean? To see what resonates with my spirit. Cause for a moment I felt disconnected to everything. And that's a bad place to be. It's like the feeling of unknown and uncertainty. So I was like, nah, dog, let me tap back in. I went on YouTube. I just was like, all right, and I had my checklist, and I ran into Buddhism, right? It started speaking to me. So for a year or two, I was doing Buddhism and stuff like that. And I ran into this girl. Her name was Jade. We friends on Instagram now because it was just a random meet. I was working. We had to go to her house for something, and we started talking. And she was like, I don't know what you're going through, but I want you to ask God. I want you to ask a question. And I was like, what's the question? She said, ask God to reveal himself and ask God to reveal himself and show you that he's real. Like call his bluff. So I was like, you know what? I was going through some shit. So I was like, let me sit in my car. And I was like, okay, God, if you reveal yourself to me and you show me that you're real, you know what I mean? I'll turn my life to you. You know what I'm saying? And the thing that I prayed for, can't say it out loud. The thing that I prayed for, he gave me an answer for it. It wasn't something that I wanted. It wasn't an answer that I wanted at the time. Right. But he showed me something he revealed something to me. So I kind of just started going back to church, whatever. I don't want to get too deep with y'all and shit like that. But
bro, hey man,
it was like real. So like when I say I wanted to apologize to God, like I was really like, man, my mind just went blank and I started putting money before, like, you know what I mean? Because you do feel good when you get money, but like, bro, my life is more important, my nigga. You know what I mean?
Every fucking day, man. I'll just say I'm blessed to have. My parents, I grew up Christian. My mom has literally, my folks know, my mom has been saying I am going to be a preacher since literally the day I was born. Like, and I have a lot of preachers in my family, so and Christian preachers. So I grew up in the church a lot. So I think even in days where, like, when I get down and I have the blessing and I'm so thankful that I still get to talk to my mother. A lot of people, I have a lot of my close friends that have lost their mother. I still get to talk to my mother every day. And she always gonna bring up something about God. It's gonna happen. So I think even just having that, again, my aunties, like when I go for Thanksgiving, one of my aunties, I already know, like, this is straight, like, you need to smoke your blunt before, Walt. And my mama know, like, smoke your weed before or smoke your weed after, because you know how they gonna be. But I just think that constantly, always hearing it. And like I say, I don't always agree with Christian or always fully agree with Muslim or always fully agree with Buddha, or Buddhism. But what I do believe in is there's something up there, and not up there. There's a higher being that we all gonna have to answer to. And again, like you say, a lot of times he be answering I pray, and literally through time that shit gonna get answered. If you literally have faith in everything, like I say, everybody believes what they believe, and I understand and have been through them times where I'm like, man, what the fuck, like God, like this ain't adding up, or how they say now, the math ain't mathing, like. But man, every single time he gonna come through. Like I said, man, I lost a lot of close to my people have lost their mother, and I literally don't take that for granted, because I have such an amazing mother, and a lot of them did as well too. So when they lost them, like a lot of them just their minds of like, you know, spirituality, even just wanting to live, like going on the next day. And it'd be like, bro, again, and something else that I'm appreciative of, like, again, because my goal is to outlive her, of course, so one day she's not gonna be here. So hell yeah, man, I don't take that shit for granted. She annoy the hell out of me sometimes. Sometimes I look at the phone and be like, bro, I do not want to fucking talk to her. But you know what? I need to at least make sure she okay. Even if she gonna annoy me, let me be annoyed for fucking 15 minutes, because it's gonna be some point in my life where she's not gonna be able to annoy me. And so I'd be thankful for shit like that.
Thanks, bro. I was about to, man, I had another question, but that's gonna be another 15 minutes, bro. Like, look, you know what I mean?
My people know I get deep, man. We could be here forever.
I got 2 more questions for you, man.
Okay.
I got a quote that I always say: purpose over popularity. When I say that to you, how can you put that in your own words?
Purpose over popularity. Do purpose over popularity. Okay, do what makes you. Do you. Like, I think in my own words, it'd be like, do you. Because again, a lot of people want to do what's trending, or because this is what's hot or whatever now, and I want to do that. Like, if you that, then you're a trending person. Then, you know, if that's you, then do you. But if you enjoy fucking Dragon Ball Z more than anything in the world. One thing I fuck with you, bro, you fuck with the wrestling.
Yeah,
I ain't been in the wrestling since back in the days, but I used to fucking love it, nigga. And I think it's very dope that you tapping in with them. I think I saw you doing like some judo classes or something. Like, nigga, do that shit. Do do you, like, because that's gonna make you stand out. And again, popularity gives a fuck. Like, I know a lot of motherfuckers that was popular as hell in high school ain't doing shit right now. Like, and that's what I think of popularity. So even when I'm out in this music industry, this shit is just like high school to me. I see the same motherfuckers once or twice a week out at an event, da. You might be popping, you might be rich now, you got a hot song, 3 months, 3 years. Like, nigga, I want longevity, bro. I want to be here till I'm 89 years old and be able to live comfortably and still have that peace of mind. So popular, yeah, I mean, shit, everything gonna be trendy at one point in time, but shit, not about who make it first, it's about who make it last.
Facts. That was dope as hell. I had another question I was gonna follow up. That's another 15 minutes. We're gonna have to bring you back on.
Like, you're right, episode 2.
I got a question, bro. This last question, and we up out of here, man.
Okay.
With the world on your shoulders, success at your fingertips, how do you respond when adversity knocks at your door?
Man, long live Kobe, bro. You just got to be a dog. It got to be a consistent, everyday thing. Like, my brother, my blood brother, actually is the head coach of South Carolina State football.
Okay, sure.
He just got the job this year. Big shout out, June. He has a book that he's getting all us to read. I know he gets all his players to read. It's called Chop. I hope I'm not saying it wrong. Chop wood, carry water, or carry water, chop wood. I think my partners even tell me Kyrie says it a lot as well too. Fall in love with the progress, bro. With the process. It's gonna be no other way that you can do this shit, but literally an everyday thing. Like, in the world is on your shoulders every day, because there is a God that I believe, but you are your own God. Like, you gonna either barbecue a meal, do every day. You can get up here and run this podcast, or you could stay your ass at home and eat checkers. Like, the pressure is always on everybody every day. Again, we live in this capitalistic ass America. So, nigga, you go have to do something, figure it out. I love when I got down my high school, shout out Miller Grove, our high school motto was, you must do something. Like, and I think literally that was told to us like 3 times a day, every day through high school. Like, you must do something. Nigga, I don't care if you're going to be a gardener, you're going to make these mats, you're going to run this camera, you're going to do insulation. Nigga, you must do something, nigga. You is not going to sit here and just be a student every day and then go home, do homework, and then come back. Nigga, you're going to be in some club, you're going to be in some sport, you're going to be in something. So dominate, man. Dominate every day. Fall in love with that process, because the results is always going to be, it's going to be a lot of failure, it's going to be a lot of success, but you don't want to get so high on the success that when you do fail, you just, oh man, I didn't know. Fall in love with failing, because every day is a month. You got a champion every day. It might be your last shit. It might be your last. So every day the world's on your shoulders.
Man, thank you for coming to vibe with me, dog.
Man,
real
love.
nigga shit. Man, this was a great talk, bro.
Fucking right.
I'm glad it was overdue, because we probably wouldn't have got this conversation.
It wouldn't have got that deep. It wouldn't have happened again. Yeah. God made it happen the reason that it was supposed to.
Facts, my nigga.
Fucking
man,
right.
Hey, tell the people where they can find you, bro.
Man, follow me at DJ_Walt Chamberlin. You can tap in with me. My phone number and email address is on there, so just hit me up at any time. You can always pull up on me at Strokers, Pinups, Nosh Lounge. Big shout out Money Man. God dang, I know we about to go crazy because he about to drop that tape with Traumatone and Zaytoven, so I'm sure we probably get on the road doing something as well there too. So man, just tap in with me in any of those vibes. I go crazy, man.
That's dope. Hey, look, man, it's been another episode with Vibing with Veto. You already know the slogan, we vibrating higher. Make sure you follow us on the Instagram and subscribe on that YouTube. Help me get these subscribers up. We at about like 3,000. I need to be at 10 in a minute.
So, right. A million.
Hey,
Let's
man,
go.
It's been a blessing talking to you, though. Real talk, man.
The pleasure's always mine, Vito. You know how we do, baby.
For sure. And we gone. Yeah.